Hey everybody, Dane here with Stahls. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you how to group and ungroup artwork and layouts. So if you notice, I already have an image in here. If you look at the bottom right hand side, it says layouts 3D-453. So I have loaded it in already. I've changed my text. I've added some color. But to show you all the bits and pieces in here, let's go ahead and click around. So I'm going to grab this top cruising on a coastline. I'm going to move it around, take a look at it. And I'm just going to sort of show what's together and what's not as one piece. So when it comes to this background stuff, it's a lot of individual clip art pieces like this, right? So you can see they use a bunch of different things to create this layout. So let me just go hit this back arrow twice to kind of get it there. I can move the car here, do the same thing to try to get it back in position. And what I want to do is I want to move these two words. I'm going to click it, the first word here, car, and I'm going to shift click to show, and I'm going to just move it out of the way a little bit. Because what I'd like you to see is all the stuff in here, right? This is another, here's a piece. I'm going to go ahead and back arrow that one. I'll move this a little bit further just so you can kind of see. See, there's a lot of different pieces in here. So if I like what I see and I want to group all that stuff together, if I just drag select all this, and as long as it has all the art that I want to contain, so you notice it does not have the entire word classic. The top of the L and the top of the I are not in this selected area. Only portion of the car is in it, so it's not going to select that. In the Biloxi, Mississippi, it's not completely selected either, so it won't grab that. So now if I let go, and now I click and move around, you can see all the background elements, which is created with an awful lot of different little bits and pieces, right? It is now one piece. So if I go to the object menu, I can group that together and turn it into one piece. So now if I want to move this thing around, all the background elements will stay as ones, which will make it a little bit easier for us to design and play with and that sort of thing. So let's kind of grab our car and maybe we can try to position it. If it's not in exactly the same position, it's okay. Just get what you like. I'll click on the word car here and click on the word show with my shift key selected to grab both of them. And I can move it back over here. Looks pretty good. Something like that looks cool. Yeah, I think that looks good. So now, if I wanted to be able to grab this entire design and move it all in one shot, I can do a couple of things. I can go up here to the object menu and I can select all, right, which grabs everything. Or I could use my arrow tool and select everything and go to the object menu and I could group it. So now when I click off of it, any portion of this image I click around, I can move and it stays as one unit. And if I ever want to undo it to move or change something else, while it's selected, just go to the object menu and come down to ungroup again. And then now it's all in my separate pieces. I like to keep things, once they're created and they're in a position that I like, I want to go ahead and group those together. That way I can't screw it up accidentally. It's one thing to screw it up if you plan on moving things and changing things, but if you do it by an accident, it could have some bad results. So that is how you group and ungroup stuff in Stahls EasyView LTE.